So we have Stefan, a Sneaky G Man, one of the most famous fans in the social media, in TikTok. He's a TikTok monster, a really, really hilarious person. We really enjoy the videos. Sneaky, welcome to the Instagram of Zona Gigantes.
¿Cómo estás? Es tu amigo Sneaky, aka Sneaky G Man. What's going? I probably messed that up. It sounded better before. I swear to God.
No, well done. Well Spanish. Muy bien tu español.
and that's all I got. That's all I got. How you doing, man? How you doing, Ruben?
Man, awesome. I would love to have the Lombardis behind of you. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was. It's a lot of hard work and teamwork, but we got them. We got them.
So, Stefan, how you doing with the social distancing? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Obviously, the kids are loving it more than me. I still got to go to work, but we're loving it. I'm enjoying the extra time that I have with the kids. But I don't think they enjoy the extra time they have with me. But it's not that important with them. How you doing, man? How's everything going down there in Barcelona?
Actually, it's pretty good, Stefan. We're in the phase 2 already, so everything is going back to the kind of normality. So the Giants fan base in Spain is getting back to normal life a little bit.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. First, I want to thank you for that intro, and I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity for the interview. This is phenomenal. This means a lot to me. Just so you know.
Man, let's have fun. It's Giants fan base having fun together from the States. Right. You are in Texas now?
Yes, I'm in Dallas, Texas, behind enemy lines. Hold on one second. We actually, I love it out here. I love it in Texas. I love it in Dallas. There's a huge Giants following out here. And I couldn't come to a better place, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you meet some parties with all the Texas fans of the Giants there.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. There's not only do we have a big Giants following, but there's a club out here called the Big Blue Wrecking Crew Dallas Metro, and it's actually a nonprofit. They do events. They do charity events. They did the cancer walk. They help out the homeless. I mean, it's just they do so much. They do so much.
Okay, so sorry, I changed my camera.
No worries.
So Vico, it's part of our program. It's a big fan of you. He's always saying now it's Sneaky on the chat. So if you can say hello to Vico.
Hey Vico, how you doing, man? What's going on, brother? Hope all is well with you.
Yeah, he loves all your stuff. He's always sharing the TikToks in our group.
Hey, I mean, if he's I'm thinking he's following me or whatnot. DM me, brother. DM me. We'll be in contact as well.
So, Stefan, for the fans know you a little bit more. You born in which part of the States are you from?
I'm a military brat. I was born in Germany.
Okay.
But my dad got PCS. He got transferred to service to Arizona or Fort Huachuca. So I grew up in Arizona. So we were literally 30 minutes away from the border, the southern border.
Mm-hmm.
And and then how I became a Giants fan was I initially started being a huge fan of Lawrence Taylor, and then it just grew when I wanted to start playing football. I realized I wanted to be a quarterback, and what better way to model being a quarterback is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time is Phil Simms. So I grew up being a huge Phil Simms fan. I mean, I think I'm teetering on that line of stalking him. That's how much of a fan I am of Phil Simms. But yeah, so, and when he retired, I just stuck with the team.
Yeah, Phil Simms. Actually, we talked with Raúl Alegre last week, the interview, a former colleague of Phil Simms, and he said for him, Phil Simms it was one of the best QBs he was watching playing, and for him,
Mm-hmm.
it's a Hall of Fame. You think it's a Hall of Fame, no?
Oh, you asking the wrong. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. He is. You know, it's just a matter of him having the numbers. I know right off the bat he has 199 touchdown passes. I wish he could have threw just one more. You know, but I mean, he did change the game as far as the Giants organization. I think for Hall of Famers, they got to have some kind of impact, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe Phil Simms had that impact to get in the Hall of Fame. We'll see. I mean, there's still time. I believe it.
Yeah, so Mini Nodal is a big fan of you. Is saying if you can shoot up.
Manny, Manny, what's up? Yeah, he follows me all the time when I go live. I mean, he's awesome. He's awesome.
So
You know,
many regards from Spain also. Thank you for
mm,
being on the live. So how came that you were in Germany, so you are
yes.
kind of European at the end.
Yeah, actually, my mother is Greek and my dad, of course, is black. So
Okay,
to all my Greek family, Yasu Titanis, Sagapo Parapoli.
nice.
So,
We love the Greek food here. It's so close
oh
to
my
the
God,
Spanish.
yes,
It's olive
yes,
oil on it, Mediterranean diet. So we love Greek.
yes, yeah. Oh, Greek food is the
Paracalo.
best. But oh, bravo! Oh, that's awesome.
So Stefan, how came that you start to do all these jokes about the Dallas Cowboys? I remember the first time I noticed about you was when you entered in this commercial sense in this shopping mall and you start to shout "Go Giants" inside. It was hilarious.
Yes.
How came this an adversity against the Dallas Cowboys? Why you hate them so much? Explain a little bit the history behind.
Well, first off, that video was the first video that everybody saw. But what you didn't see is the 15 times prior of me going in that video or that Dallas Cowboys store to give them a hard time. Well, first off, the reason why I hate the Dallas Cowboys so much is because they lied to everybody. They're not America's team. I'm going to say that to the grave. They are. How can they be America's team if they don't even have America's colors? I mean, if you look behind me right now, I see red, white, and blue. I don't know about you, you know. So that's the first off. Second off, Camille, he's one of my good friends. Oh my God, I'm so excited to talk to you. I can't remember his tagger name. I think it's Big Blue, South Texas. I think it is. Once we play this back, I'll put it in there.
Yeah, I know him. I know him.
Yeah. He got dissed
Yes.
by, and I'm not going to say his name. And the guy has yet to apologize for that. And that just, one, that was a win-win for me because that solidified my hatred for them. And then two, he just created another Dallas Cowboy hater I mean, it's an autograph, dude. 2 seconds of your time, and you're going to have the nerve to say wrong jersey. But you know what? And another reason why, the reason why I love the Giants organization so much is that they stepped up and they took care of him. They took care of the family. Saquon, he told me the stories of how much the Giants community brought him in and took him to a game. And oh man, I'm just so happy. I'm happy with the end result, but I'm disappointed of how it happened for him to get to that point.
And Stefan, the most important question of today: how you became a Giants fan, born in Germany, and then grow up in Arizona, now living in Texas. How it came all this? Because you started to watch the Giants in the 80s, or what's the history behind?
Yes. So I did make a story about this in my wall. I'll give you the quick summary of it. Bottom line, when I became more of a Phil Simms fan, my dad was a huge Joe Montana fan. And it was 1990, and you guys could Google this. You can research this. Back in 1990, the Giants and the 49ers, they both started off 10-0. And at that time, they were going to meet the Monday night football game. They were going to meet Monday night, playing a football game, and it was deemed the perfect game. But unfortunately, both teams suffered their first loss. And my father, like I said, who was a big Montana fan, was on the phone with one of his buddies. I'm about to watch this game, blah, blah, blah. He said, I remember the friend saying, oh, who's playing? Giants and 49ers. oh yeah, the 49ers going to beat them. And I was like, he hung up the phone, and of course, as a father, I respect my father, but I never challenged him. I never talked back to him. No, I don't want to say talk back, but yeah, challenged him. And I was like, Dad, don't you know that the defense for the Giants is pretty solid this year? And he was like, man, you can't name 5 players off the Giants. So I'm, Mark Bavaro, Lawrence Taylor, Carla Banks, Phil Simms, Dave Meggett. I mean, and then he's like, oh, is that your team? And I'm like, yeah, that's my team. But we lost that game, 7-3.
I remember this game, yeah.
We lost 7. But we did beat him in the NFC Championship game when Leonard Marshall, knocked Montana out like the next week. We won the game, and then of course, Scott Norwood, wide right. So it all worked out.
Nice. I suppose be a Giants fan in you live next to Dallas, no? Or where is the location?
Oh no, I'm in Dallas.
You live in Dallas downtown?
We're okay. Behind enemy lines right now. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So the people know you already. You get a lot of bad looks all the time because you're Giants gear. They don't care. What is normally the first reaction when they see you with all the Giants merchandise on you? So
they do care, but it's funny. So Dallas is, to my surprise, a huge melting pot of, or I should say, melting pot, diversity of different ethnic groups and whatnot. So it's a mixture. The diehard Cowboys fan, like when I go out, what you see is what I have on. I don't change. I have 2 sets of work clothes. I have 2 sets of clothes, work clothes and Giants gear. So they, some will be like, why are you wearing that stuff here? Or they'll joke when I go to the counter to pay for food, we can't serve you here. You're gonna have to go to the line wait in the back. But then I get the mixed reviews like, don't change your colors, stick to your guns. And then, of course I get it a lot at work too. My office or my cube bleeds blue. And then, I have a coworker with me too, and then they'll be like, you let this guy in here? They'll say, who's letting him? And then it's worse when we lose. That I'm going to say. So if the Giants are listening, I know you're going to put a good product on the field to where we could win. So that Monday or Tuesday or Friday, whenever we play the Cowboys, it'll be a great day at work for me. So I'm looking forward. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, at the end, I mean, you are even more Giant fan than another ones because you live in the enemy territory, no?
Mm-hmm. That's very true. And it's funny because, and everybody knows it's fun and games. Nobody takes it personal. When I was at the game last year at Arlington, there was a father. He had his son, hey Nick, let me introduce my son real quick. Come here. He's sitting here. Come on. So anyway, so the father and son, decked out in cowboy. I pointed at him, I'm like, because the kid had cowboy gear on. I'm like, that's child abuse. I'm just saying, I'm about to call 911. So, Ruben, this is my boy, Nick. Of course, he can't hear you because I got the headphones on.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
He's also in a lot of my videos.
Yeah, I know.
He's my best friend. I love that boy to death. And he's spoiled. Look at this.
Nick, what is your favorite Giants player?
What?
What is your Giants' favorite player?
Probably now. It was Odell, but
Okay.
now probably Saquon.
Good choice.
Barkley. Yeah. You hear him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now go back on the computer.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing you have this relationship with your son, where you can enjoy the hobbies together, you can have fun together, be friends and be family. It's the best.
Yeah. Now, and it's funny for me. I became a Giants fan. I became one. I'm not from New York.
Yeah.
I've never been in New York. I've gotten multiple invitations to
You
go,
never been in New York. You
and
have to go.
I've never. I know, and I've gotten multiple invitations. A few of them told me to leave my liver at home when I come, because who needs a liver when you're
Man,
partying?
you will love New York. I've been
I
many
can't.
times.
I can't wait.
It's my dream city. It's like
Is
it's not only the Giants, it's the culture in the city. I think it's the opposite of where you live because
hmm
it's not Cowboys. It's about cosmopolitan place with a lot
hmm
of different people from around the world. Nice vibe. New York is the city, man.
Yeah, I'm. We were actually talking about going this year, but obviously with the COVID
Yeah,
and whatnot, we also wanted to go to the Seattle game because we also
you've
lived
been
in
before,
Seattle
no?
for.
I saw in pictures
Yes, we were in Seattle. That's one game you got to go to, brother. I'm telling you, that stadium is just. I mean, it's epic. Um,
the city link, no?
yep, CenturyLink, yeah.
Central Link.
And when before you go, hit me up. I'm gonna give you some good food spots. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you some food spots. But yeah, this whole COVID just kind of threw a wrench into things, which is good, because next year we're going to be planning to go on more games, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah, man. I mean,
So,
if we can get together in a Giants tailgate, I have friends there. We
mhm.
can meet up with LPG also. It's gonna be awesome if I go to the tailgate of the Giants in one game and you can
Oh
go
yeah,
to the same game. We're gonna have so much
yes.
fun.
Now I will tell you, I don't know about this year, but I will tell you the club that I mentioned, the Giants club I'm in, Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Dallas Metro. That whole weekend, they have a lineup. I mean, last year we had a meet and greet where the Cowboys and Giants fans met in a group, and it was very fun. It was fun. The next day we had a boat ride, and then after that they had a club atmosphere. Then of course the game, and prior to the game the tailgating. So, and if I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to quote LPG, but matter of fact, in one of the conversations we had, he had mentioned that AT&T Stadium is one of the best stadiums that he's been to. So, if of course the Giants MetLife is not included in this conversation. So, if sometime maybe next year or year after you could come, let me know, and you'll definitely get the VIP treatment, man.
Of course, I will love to meet you, man, in person. We wanna have fun for sure.
Mm.
So the Giants right now, 2020. How you see the situation now with Joe Judge, with all the offseason we made, all the signings, also the draft? Are you excited about the new team?
I am. I am. I got to tell you, I like Joe Judd. I like the coach. He's like a little branch of Belichick. And what I especially appreciate about him is, he has experience. I mean, the man has Super Bowl rings. He has, BCS and national championship rings in college. I want this to sink in. He worked with, oh my God, I can't believe his name just skipped me. I know Belichick
Nick Saban?
and Nick Saban, the Alabama coach. I mean, what better person or people to just soak the knowledge from the game to be a part of and to be a part of the team. And the way he speaks, I swear to God, every time that man speaks, I just want to run into a wall because he just gets me so hyped up. And I'm just and I knew you were going to ask about the draft. I'm just so excited for the type of product that he is going to put on the field. Now, us as Giants fans, we gotta be patient. I'm going to tell you we're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'll even be as bold as saying we're going to go 19-0 because that's the fan in me. I'm not going to bet money on that we're going to go 19-0, but I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're going to lose this game, this game, this game. But I am confident with the product that he's going to put on. Now the draft, Gettleman he's working for his job right now, and it showed in this draft. He wants to protect his investments. He wants to protect Barkley. He wants to protect Jones, and I saw this. And then when I saw we picked up McKinney, I was done. I turned off the TV and I went to bed. I was, even though it was like 1 o'clock or something like in the afternoon, I'm like, I'm done. I got to watch the draft anymore.
In Zona Gigantes, we've been for 17 hours being live in the night in Spain. So we did all the draft live in our YouTube channel.
Did you really? Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, when I was satisfied with Andre, I was satisfied with the draft. I know, and that's the thing about. I know we were talking about, or the rumor was Isaiah, but Gettleman doesn't show his hand when he drafts.
Yeah, at the end, I think, Stefan, what do you prefer? Like first round tackle, because all the tackles, the good tackles, went in the first round. What do you prefer, Andrew Thomas and McKinney, or Isaiah Simmons and one tackle is not that good at the end?
Right. Well, again, you gotta protect your investment. You gotta protect the long term of the team. I would have at the in the beginning of the draft and discussion of the draft, we do need more defensive help.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Gettleman satisfied me when he picked up McKinney. He took care of both, and for him to pick up McKinney in the second round,
It's amazing.
I mean, that's just genius. And I bet you he was probably just frothing. He was like, "Oh my God, we got him! We got him! We got him!"
Yeah, I saw in many Cowboys mock draft, also in the channels. They want to pick him on the 17, no, on the 18, where the Cowboys pick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. McKinney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, McKinney was rated high.
Yeah.
But also, let me. So I checked out some of the highlights, and I recommend our viewers to do the same. The linebacker Cam Brown from Penn State. That kid flies.
And he hates the Cowboys.
Yeah, and he hates them. He had me at I hate Cowboys. I mean, it just melted my heart. And I got the list here. T.J. Bronson, the linebacker from South Carolina, beast. Oh, and also with the offseason signing, I always mess up his name.
Martinez.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I was thinking. Well, I was going to go Bradbury. We needed quarterback help.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be a good asset to us too.
In Zona Gigantes, we're talking about Darnay Holmes, the 4th-round pick. We think it's going to be because he was a 5-star recruit in SPN when he was going out of the high school. And
Right.
I think he's going to be a dark horse.
I think you're right. He's going to be another one of those diamond in the rough that we selected. And it's, like I said, it's going to take time, but I think within 3 years we're going to see something.
You see the team going to playoffs this year?
Mm-hmm. With the nucleus that we have right now, from top to bottom, going from Gettleman down, Joe Judd was, I think, an awesome pick. Even though he's a special team coach, he knows how to evaluate players. He said it. I'm gonna believe it. And then with his coaching staff, I didn't pick up the defensive coordinator's name. Oh, it's like skipping.
Patrick Graham.
He was with Miami, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I love his philosophy. When you ask him a question, when you say, "Are you doing a 3-4 or a 4-3?" his answer is yes. I love it. And then with Garrett, I've never wanted the Giants to win a Super Bowl more now than ever.
Do you think like a coordinator is going to be different than the coach?
No, I think it's going to be better for him because he gets to focus on one item. He gets to focus on the offense. That's
actually the offense of the Cowboys been pretty good the last season.
Yeah. Yes. It pains me to say that. Yes, they were. And the thing is, with Garrett as a head coach with the Cowboys, he was handicapped, because he had to worry about the defense, especially he had to worry about the team. But with this position, I feel and I believe that Garrett is more excited just to be focusing on the offense. And I know they're talking about he's going to have the same playbook. We don't know. I mean, that's what they say. We don't know. But I do expect Barkley to get the ball a lot more.
Yeah.
I expect Jones to have an outbreak, an outbreak monster, big season this year. I don't know if you've seen him working out. He has some YouTube videos. Oh my God, the dude's a beast. Do you see the way he's roping that ball? And he's working on his ball security. I know everybody was giving him a hard time about that. He was a rookie.
Yeah.
You know, and he had Eli. He had two-time MVP Super Bowl champion behind your back. How would you feel if you had a guy, you know, that had, I don't know, awards or Emmys on podcasts sitting behind you, helping you out because he wasn't performing? I mean, that's intimidating.
It's a masterclass.
Yeah, exactly. It's intimidating. So now, Jones has the team. He's been working out. He's focused. And I know Barkley, too. Barkley, man, that man. I'm waiting for him to pick up a house with them quads.
Big Blue Ant saying gaining 10 pounds of muscle. Yeah, I want to say you that he gained a lot of muscle in the off season.
Oh, you're talking about Jones, yeah.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are you drinking, Stefan?
You see, this is unsweetened tea.
Okay.
Unsweetened tea, but this is my sippy cup right here.
I have my book of the Giants.
Yep. I had my coffee a little earlier this morning. Oh man.
So, how many caps of the Giants you have? I was wondering one day you have 1 million caps of the Giants.
I got a few. So I have the smaller version. Obviously, this is a Yeti Giants. I have a smaller version.
Uh-huh.
And then I have the smaller version that you could put coffee in. And then I have actual coffee mug. And
he's saying he's lying. It's vodka.
Shh. Don't say that too loud. It's even though it's 11:30 here, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I have a few cups. And I even, when I was a member of the Giants watch group out in Denver, which you want to talk about family. If you ever go to Denver,
Colorado?
Yes, Colorado. Let me know. I'll give you a point of contact to meet. And you want to talk about G-Fam. Anyway, I could go on forever about them. I actually got a clear mug from them because, once you become a part of the member, you get a glass. I have 2 of those. Of course, one is Knicks. And
are you a Knicks fan also?
I'm sorry?
Are you a New York Knicks fan also?
I am a Knicks fan.
Nice.
However, I was a big Patrick Ewing fan growing up. But when I was in Colorado, I was a season ticket holder to the Nuggets. So, and that organization kind of embraced myself and Nick. So I am partial to the Denver Nuggets.
Nice.
They're good. I met the GM, great guy. Art, he's phenomenal. I even met the coach, really down to earth. And of course the players. I mean, we could talk stories about the Nuggets on another forum.
Yeah, of course. So, Sneaky, I don't know what to say more. Like, explain me something about the TikToks because you're a master of TikToks. I mean, I'm trying to do some TikToks, but you have like all the techniques, all the skills.
I appreciate. I fake it really well. That's kind of what it is, and it's so ironic. Nick, he says I post too much, and I'm like, says who? You show me a rule book. TikTok is a really good platform. I advise anybody to jump on and to just to experience that because you could dance, you could lip sync, you could do backgrounds as you see. I mean, it's just a phenomenal avenue, and you could transport it to your other forums. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and so forth. Even MySpace. You can even put it on MySpace. No,
it's still existing in MySpace or no?
No, I don't have. Okay. I do have it, but I can't remember my password, so I can't get in it. But it's and then once you start playing with it a lot more, you get to kind of ticker and play around with it. My son's on it too. My 2 girls, they're on it, but they don't post as much. I don't think my oldest posts. And as a I don't know if anybody saw this, but I have to brag about my oldest. She got her associate's degree, and I'm proud of her. Love her to death.
Congratulations to
And
her.
yeah, yes, and she's not done. Her major is in psychology,
Wow.
because she said once she gets her doctorate, she's going to where was I going with this? She was going to diagnose me to see what my problem is. Good luck with that, you know. But
Giants addiction, no?
mm, that's easy said. Oh, easy,
I know
easy.
something about that also.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I love your room. I mean, it's awesome, man. I mean, of course the Jones jersey and God, I
Yeah,
can't wait to go to
I will
MetLife.
explain you how I became a Giants fan. It's a little bit different from you. So here in Barcelona, we had the NFL Europe. I don't know if you remember that
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
we had teams in Europe, and
The Dragons, right? Barcelona
exactly,
Dragons.
yeah, muy
Yeah,
bien,
yeah,
muy bien.
yeah.
So yeah, in Germany it was like 3 teams, I think.
hmm Frankfurt
So
Galaxies. Yeah.
exactly. So the Dragons was playing a game against the Amsterdam Admirals, and I
hmm
was playing Madden because I love one of the Maddens. The Dragons was on the game, so I started to play on the Madden. I was like 9, 10 years old, but I love Madden so much.
hmm hmm
And I remember we played the Amsterdam Admirals, and Kurt Warner was there. Was the quarterback of the
Okay.
of the Admirals. And
Okay.
I watched that game and I said, wow, I love this quarterback. It's awesome. And he jumped to the NFL next year to the Rams, and they won the
hmm
Super Bowl. Actually,
Yep.
it
Yep.
was like a fairy tale history, because he came
hmm
from nothing and he won the Super Bowl. So the Giants signed him on 2002, I think,
Or
or 2000.
I think 2004.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2003,
Yeah.
2004. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
2000. I
I think
think. Yeah.
2003 because Eli was coming after, probably after,
Yes.
in the draft. So I started to follow the Giants from 2003, more or less.
hmm
The first draft I saw, well, in Spain you cannot watch it live, but I watched it like in some resume we had in
hmm
some channel that the Giants changed, make the trade for Eli Manning.
hmm
So actually, all my life of the team was following Eli Manning, the 2 Super
Okay.
Bowls.
hmm
So for me, the Giants is like big thing.
So you missed out on the 2001 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Good for you. That was brutal.
Yeah, Kerry
Uh,
Collins, no, was the quarterback.
yeah. Kerry Collins was the quarterback. Tiki Barber was the running back. Amani Toomer was the wide receiver.
Strahan was there.
Strahan was there.
Strahan was born in Germany, as you know. It's the same history.
I think I know he's from Houston. I know he
But
has
he
family
lived
out
in
in
Germany
Houston.
because the father was military like yours.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. See, you hear that, Strahan? We're related. You got to call me. We're related. Ruben says we're related. So,
Show your muscles.
right? Yeah, right. Right. I don't want any money. Just give me a call, Strahan. I don't
The
want any
teeth is
money.
the same here.
Uh,
The teeth.
no, I don't have that. I don't. And mine's natural too. I didn't close it up.
Okay.
But I will tell you, I was actually in Germany because at that time I was in the army, and we had just got to Germany, so I was
Thanks for your
watching.
service, Stefan.
Oh, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. So I was sitting in American Arms in Wiesbaden watching the Giants and the Ravens play. Now, the week prior, we destroyed. I mean, 41-0, Minnesota Vikings. Kerry Collins was like on another planet. So I was excited. I was hopeful. I was a little worried of the defense. And I was the only Giants fan in that whole restaurant because American Arms had a restaurant where they showed the games. It was like a restaurant bar type thing. And I remember because I was rooting. I mean, we were down. It was like 31-0, in the fourth quarter. And somebody brought me a beer because I still had hope. I mean, there's still time on the clock. You never know.
Ray
Somebody,
Lewis destroy us, no?
I'm sorry.
Ray Lewis destroy us with this
Oh yeah.
defense, no?
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. It was brutal. It was brutal. But the gentleman bought me a beer because I had so much heart for the Giants, and I was the only one, and I was still there. I mean, the game was over. but I was still there, and he bought me a beer. And I'm like, I gave him a cheers. I'm like, yeah, brother, I'm going to need this. Soak my wounds with this beer. And I was going to tell you, too, with the Dallas Cowboys, I want to kind of jump back real quick with them. There's been a lot of times, because I was talking about the bar, and it made me think of this. There's a lot of times, especially in Arizona, where I would be the only one in the bar watching the Cowboys and the Giants play, and I'll be the only Giants fan there. And even if we were losing, I'd stay there to the end. I would not get up. And when we went to the game last year, the row I was sitting with, I had Giants fans to my left and my right. I'm like, we got to stay. We got to stay. Man, it was like 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. It was just my son.
In the Cowboys game?
In the Cowboys game last year in Arlington. Yeah, it was just Nick and I in the stands. Just
I was heading home with we've been all the Giants fan group. We've been 9 people together here. And I remember when Saquon made this run that was amazing.
Oh my God! Yes.
We start to shout and stuff.
Yeah.
And my neighbors start to look on the windows. What the fuck is going on? Because the soccer is not playing today. The Barcelona soccer team is not playing today. Why they fucking screaming? And it was because the Giants are playing.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was a good beginning of the game.
Yeah.
But
we scored, with Ingram.
We did. Yeah, we did. And for us, I will say, obviously, with the switch of the baton with Eli, retiring was tough. I actually watched his. We have a TV in our office, and I break just so I could watch his speech. And when he said, "Once a Giant, always a Giant," and he said, "Now I'm only a Giant."
Awesome.
It was so beautiful.
Did you follow him? Did you follow him on Twitter?
Of course. I actually made a video about it, and
it's a big thing, huh?
Oh yeah. With him, it was funny because when I started following him, I'm beating myself up. I should have took a snap of it. He only had 14K, and I'm saying he only had 14K. But by the time I went back to record the video, he had 56K. And then I went back and he had 70. I don't even know how much he has now. But yeah, I mean, immediately.
I don't imagine his phone alerts on that day.
Oh yeah, he had it on silent mode. There's no doubt. Because if he had it on vibrator, it'd just come off the table. It'd just roll right off the table.
Yeah. He probably disconnect Twitter because it's crazy when you have. I remember I saw the phone of one of these YouTubers and one of these Instagrammers, and when they have 1 million likes and everything, his phone is they cannot use it,
Right. Yeah, because all the alerts and all that. I would love to have that. That'd be, man, that would be an awesome problem to have.
One day you want to have it, Sneaky.
You and I will have that.
No, me not. You are the star.
No. You are I'm here talking to you. I can't.
You are the famous. Many people know you in Spain, man.
Oh, really? Well, you know what? You tell them I love them too. I can't wait to meet everybody out there. Someday we'll come out there, and although I'm gonna have to lose 80 to 100 pounds because when I get there, I'm gonna gain it all back. There's all that wonderful, delicious food you guys have out there. Oh, I can't wait.
Man, I think if you're working out and you're eating clean, you can lose this weight, man.
Easy. Oh yeah, easy.
You've been in the military. You've been in the military, so you know about all this.
Oh yeah. And then that's what I'm saying. Then I'll come over there and just get it all back. I'll just get it all back.
So I don't know, Stefan. My battery is almost dying, but
okay. Mine too.
I mean, any question or anything you want to talk about?
Well, I can't. I gotta say, God is good. This is an awesome opportunity. Thank you so much for your kind words.
It's not gonna be the last one. No worries, man.
Oh well, I appreciate that. And I too got some other things kind of going in the works with some of the feedback I've gotten from people, and I mean this is just the start of me and getting to know everybody. That's my goal. I want to physically meet everybody. Wait, that sounded so bad. I want to I just want to meet everybody. I said physically meet. No, I want to meet everybody.
Yeah, I
And
love
just,
when you say, I love when you say, I love it so much when you say Giants family because I'm feeling like that. When I was in the tailgate the last time in the Giants stadium in the MetLife, I
hmm
feel like I'm part of a family that the people was giving me gifts. They give me many things in the tailgate, like this, like
hmm
this. They give me like, oh, Ruben, you came from Spain and you are a Giants fan.
Yep.
And they consider you a family. So I think when you use this name, this nickname on Facebook, it's totally real.
G-Fam. Yeah,
Yeah.
G-Fam. Yeah. And it's, it's funny you say that because everybody could be a Cowboys fan, a 49ers fan, but for us, we are a family. Um, okay, I hope your battery can last with this.
Not always,
Uh,
man.
a friend, so when I was in Denver, I was in that group. I was, just telling everybody I was moving from Denver to Dallas. And Mike, I know Mike, he's going to listen to this. I just met this dude like 5 minutes before. His wife at the time was pregnant. She's Greek also, which I didn't know both of them were Greek. I didn't know at the time. But he was like, "Oh, you're moving. Who's moving you?" And I'm like, "Well,
Greek people is amazing, man.
oh my God, yes." And they feed you. They
Yeah.
feed, it's crazy. And he said, "Well, I have a moving company." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And I will tell you this right now. He took care of us because of course we had to pay for the service for the move. I mean, he didn't give us a cheap price or anything or like a Giants discount, but he was fair in what he charged us because everybody was like, it was like double of what they were charging. He was like, bottom line, he worked, he did his thing and he helped us out, and that's just what he didn't have to, and again, when we're at the Giants bar, a gentleman had some shirts, didn't need them anymore. Didn't finish. Some still had tags on them. And I'm like, "Oh, cool. How much you want for them?" He's like, "No, just take them." And I'm like, I was like, "Can I get you a beer?"
That's
He's like,
awesome,
"No, no,
man.
no, no. Just. I mean, it's not because people
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you stuff. It's just that whole family atmosphere. Um,
So Triago25 is saying Big Blue family, the Costa Rica flag. This is Randall, one of our listeners from Costa Rica. So
oh,
man,
okay.
if
What's
you go
up,
to
man?
if you go to Costa Rica one day, he's the man.
God, I got to get a passport. I got to get my passport ready. And when I do, I'm gonna have a Giants shirt on too. It's gonna be, yeah. And that's when I mean Giants family. That's exactly what we are. And another thing too, we all may not get along. We all may disagree, but at the end of the day, we're all family.
Of course.
Especially at a time, where things are not what they're supposed to be. There's been many times where I'll get on, I'll see people having political discussions and whatnot, and I'll say, "Hey, can we just put this aside and talk about how the Giants are going to improve this year? Can we just talk about our
Yeah.
hatred for the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, because that's what'll bring us together."
What about the
So,
Eagles? You hate the Eagles or no?
I hate the Eagles. I do.
Me too.
Uh,
More for the
uh,
fans, I think.
and well, see, and that's the thing. I call them E-Gals, lowercase E-G-A-L-S, and I want to apologize to all the women out there in saying that because I did not mean to offend you. The Eagles just suck.
Yeah.
And the foreskins, we can't forget about the foreskins.
No, but the Redskins at the end, I mean, we destroyed his quarterback with Lawrence Taylor.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They hate the Cowboys and they hate the Eagles same as us.
yeah.
I don't think the Redskins are that enemy. They are probably the less enemy in the division. Do you agree with me or no?
Oh, I hate them just as much. And to jump back on the Eagles, my best friend is an Eagles fan,
Me
and
too.
I got. Oh, really? I do have a confession for his birthday, because you see, I have the banners, and I even have the ring, the trophy and the ring. He
The
has nothing.
trophies are amazing, man.
He didn't. My wife anniversary gift. I got to tell you.
Keep her, man. She's
So,
amazing.
oh yeah, of course. And she makes a really good potato salad. You're gonna find out someday.
Okay.
So he didn't have a banner. He didn't have like a ring or whatever. So I actually got him that for his birthday, and he posted on that. Coming from a big Giants fan, it's special. I better be because I ain't buying nobody else that. And with the Eagles, are you familiar with the guy that ate? We're allowed to piss on him, right?
The poop on the
Yeah,
street.
the horse poop. I mean, look. I love my Giants.
This is your best friend?
I'm like, no. I'm gonna screenshot this and send that to him on that. No, that wasn't him. But when you have a fan base that eats horseshit,
Yeah.
they win.
Actually, the game I told you in 2018, they came from Philadelphia. Many Philly fans. It's 2 hours drive, and they start to throw ice on us on the tailgate. They start to punch people on the inside of the stadium. I mean, they are troublemakers, man.
Wow. It's funny when I went to Denver to watch the Giants beat the Broncos. Oh no, are we good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good, cool. So, like I said, there was myself, my son, a daughter, a younger girl, and a guy from the Bronx, and they're throwing pistachio shells at us. And the dude, he's from Brooklyn, and because we just met, right? And he was like, "Yo, son, if they hit my daughter, it's on." Oh, I was like, "Nah, bro, I got to go to work tomorrow. I can't get arrested. But yeah, I had a blast of that game.
Yeah, but at the end, it's all love. We love the
It
NFL. We
is, yeah.
love the Giants.
But the fact they threw ice at y'all, like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's true.
I can't. I might have to go to a game with the.
Stefan,
with the
I'm
Eagles.
sorry, but my battery is almost dying. But man,
Okay. Yep.
it's been a real pleasure. We're gonna talk soon in another social media with the guys of the podcast for sure. You're gonna
Okay.
be invited. You are one more, and it's been amazing to chat with you on Instagram.
Likewise. And are you gonna and we'll talk later. We'll talk later.
Yeah, of course.
Because I want to also encapsulate this and put this on my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Mine, Giants pride, man.
Before I go, let's go Giants. Ow!